So this is a continuation of the bullying that I was discussing in my other clip. And I want us to understand, how do you know that a child is being bullied? What are the symptoms that a child is being bullied? These are things that you can detect if you're a parent. I'm talking specifically about children because being bullied as an adult, it's something that you can actually get help by talking to someone, because you understand, your mind is grown, you are able to sort the issue by reaching out to the person that you're supposed to. But a child, most of the time when a child is bullied, they don't know who to tell, they feel ashamed, they feel alone, they actually believe what the bully is making them believe of themselves. So even as parents or teachers, it's not easy for us to detect. That is why I want us to learn about symptoms of a child that is undergoing bullying. So the first symptom would be they become aggressive and unreasonable. A child that is being bullied probably was a very good child. Out of nowhere, you just see that this child has become very aggressive and unreasonable. Either they are throwing tantrums, they are getting so much annoyed, they don't want to follow things that they used to follow, they're just becoming aggressive. Try and find out, why has my child changed? What is going on? What is happening in school? Don't throw it under the carpet, because parents, you do this and your child life will be completely, his well-being will be completely tarnished, because a bully never stops unless they are stopped by either the authority of a teacher, of a parent, of someone that is higher than them. Another symptom is that they start to get into fights. You realize a child that never used to fight before, but now you'll be called in school that your child, you'll be called at school that your child has fought with someone. Find out, how come my child has started fighting? My child was a very peaceful person. Probably they are so fed up with the bully, or they feel that the bully is making them feel very low of themselves. Now they want to use physical actions against other children to make or boost their esteem. Another thing is that they refuse to talk. You realize that a child that is being bullied, this is probably causing a lot of emotional torture to them. So they will isolate. They will stay on their own. They will come in the evening, go straight to the room. You call them to eat, they pick their food, probably go to their room or just sit alone. They don't want to talk, because someone has made them believe they are nothing. They have been diminished to the very, very lowest level of it all. And the problem is, because it's bullying, it's repeatedly. Imagine, it is happening probably every day. So it is something that is getting into their minds. And so they are actually believing, because our minds believe what we tell it. So if someone tells you are useless today, they do the same tomorrow. They use others against you another day. You feel useless completely. Your mind believes that you're actually useless. So they refuse to talk. They don't want to open up. They feel that they don't have value. That is another symptom. Another one is unexplained bruises. I had talked about this in the physical bullying. This is where your child comes home, probably they have a cut or a bruise on their face, or somewhere has been hurt, or a bite. And when you try to inquire what happened, they try to evade. They don't want to talk about it. So unexplained bruises should be taken into a lot of, there should be a lot of attention to them. As a parent, as a guardian, as a teacher, if you realize that a child has bruises that are not explainable, probably they didn't, you never saw them fall, or you didn't see them injuring themselves riding a bike or something, this is unexplained. Dig more. Try and find out what is happening to this child, that you will be able to help them. Another thing is missing or damaged properties of belongings. You will find out this is a child who comes home every day, they don't have a pencil, and you had bought it maybe yesterday, or today they don't have their sweater or their Marvin, or something is just missing every day. Probably the bully that is bullying them in school is speaking these things and telling them to keep quiet on it. So you will get a child is losing very many things, and as a parent, maybe you're just buying more and more every day. When they lose, you buy, and you're not digging deeper to find out what is going on. Why is my child losing? Is he being careless, or is there someone taking advantage of them in school? Another thing is failing school grades, because most of the people that are bullied, they are most of the time they are very smart. Of course, the bullies, they try to pick at someone that is smart but very quiet, that doesn't speak a lot about whatever is going on around. So you will realize that probably your child was really doing well, but of late the grades are going down. Don't assume it. Something is going on. Try and find out. Is the child being bullied? Correct it when there is time. Remember, I've told you, bullies work on people's mind and they make you believe what they are telling you because it is consistently, it is repeatedly, and they're doing it intentionally just to put you where they themselves feel that they are in. So if a child started performing very poorly and it was a child that was scoring high marks, figure out what is going on. Take time and talk to this child, or ask the teacher to talk to them if you're not very free. But then, as a parent, try and create an environment where your children can discuss what is going on in school. Another thing that is very common, especially in lower classes, it is they start to wet the bed. Wetting the bed in a child that had stopped it is an indicator that there's something distressing them. If you see that maybe your 7, 8, or 9 year old was no longer wetting his bed when they sleep, but now out of nowhere it is happening, find out something is not okay. Find out what is it that is going on and try and correct it before it is too late. Thank you.